Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for joining me today. I'm Mark, this is Spiguyver Backpacking, and I'm back out at Arcadia Lake. This time, instead of being at the Edmond Park, I'm at Central State Park. And one of the cool things is there's not many people out here. There is one site set up with people right down there, and then a little bit further down there's another one. But I've got at least 3 or 4 sites on either side of me that are completely open, so I'm able to set up out here, kind of relax, enjoy myself. And I've got some new setups back here that I'm going to be testing out while I'm here this weekend. New hammock, new top quilt, new under quilt, but this is about as close as we're going to get to them because they are just slightly top secret, and I don't want to get in any trouble showing stuff off before I'm supposed to. I also have that Caldera cone that I got off of the Pay It Forward table at the Texas Hangers Fall Hang last weekend. So I'm going to be trying that out. I've done some modifications to it, cut it down to get the spacing between the burner and my pot right. With it being as windy as it's been, you know, it's been about 25 mile an hour winds today with gusts up to 50. It'll be a good test for that system to see just how well it works. But I have an absolutely beautiful site out here. Just great night, great day. It's been in the 50s. It's going to get to the low 30s tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. So let's finish getting things set up here and we'll take a look. Okay, so here is the Caldera cone that I got. So this is the kit. This is how it comes. You know, it'll be wrapped in plastic and have some instructions with it. But everything that's in here is the same thing that it would have come with. I just have made some adjustments to it. Let me move this out of the way a little bit. So when you open it up, it comes with a few things in here. So it has a measuring cup, the burner, the Caldera cone itself, and the fuel bottle. So this is food grade, so you can go ahead and use this as a mug, or use this as a bowl to eat out of, whatever you want to do. You know, if you've got a Ziploc bag, you can put it down in there and eat out of that, keep it clean, whatever it is you want to do. These things are food grade, so not a problem. But those go together, screw together, keep it watertight, whatever you need. So here's the burner. Pretty nice little setup, and it's got a little fuel tray around the bottom so that you can prime it if you're in really cold weather. Comes with a 1 ounce little measuring cup and a 5 ounce fuel bottle, and that fuel bottle has an O-ring that sits down in the cap that keeps it from leaking, and then it has a little squeezer piece, but to fill it you have to get that out. So they recommend using a screw, sticking a screw in and pulling it out. I'm not actually using that today. I've just got my heat in the bottle here. So what did I do to this cone? What changes did I make? So it actually fits my pot really well. So my pot sits down in it really well. So width-wise, it is the same as the pot that it actually belongs with, which is the Evernew Pasta. It's the Evernew Pasta Small. So this is an ECA 521. But mine is quite a bit shorter. So I found out that the other one is 1.5 inches. The Pasta one is 1.5 inches taller than my Toaks 550 that I use that fits into this. So what I did was I cut 1.5 inches off the bottom. Now, there were 4 vent holes on the bottom that I have not replaced yet. I'm going to go ahead and test it out with the wind, because with my pot being shorter, this cutout is longer, and so air does get in here, whereas it would be pretty much closed off with the Evernew pot. Now that does mean that it's probably less efficient than it could be and that it should be than the way it's designed, but hey, I got this for free off of a Pay It Forward table. I left a few items and picked this up, so I'm not going to complain about that, and it will work. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing set up. For dinner tonight, I have the Paleo Meals to Go Canyon Chicken Chili, and to that I'm going to add some Packet Gourmet salsa that I have here and some Cholula hot sauce to really kick it up a notch. So that's what I'm going to have for dinner. I'm going to go ahead and get things started. Okay, so here's what I've got going. I've got a 1 3/4 cups of water in my pot. I've got 20 milliliters of fuel in here, and here's the cone. So here's how it fits. You see that it fits nicely so that even when I pick it up, it stays with the pot, which is really what the Caldera cone is supposed to do. It's supposed to be a nice snug fit there. So it works really well with this Toaks. And I've adjusted the height so that from the bottom of that to the top is about the same as what it would have been with the Evernew that it was designed for. So let's go ahead and light this. Come on. Okay, it's lit. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. Yep, it's going. So we're gonna give it some time, let it come to a boil, and then we're gonna throw everything into here. The salsa will go in with it, and then we're just gonna let it do its thing. This is the Canyon Chicken Chili, chicken, sweet potato, and vegetable chili. As for the ingredients, it's chicken, sweet potato, coconut sugar, mushrooms, cauliflower, green chili pepper, spices, celery, and sea salt. That's it. This is freeze-dried, gluten-free, milk-free, soy-free, grain-free, and shelf-stable. Now, I have had a few of their meals before, and they are pretty decent meals. If you're looking to be eating clean while you're out on the trail, this is one of the better options that you have out there. And they taste pretty good. What I have noticed is that they do lack a little bit in the seasoning department, primarily salt. I mean, for this, it has 380 milligrams of sodium. And if you know anything about the freeze-dried meals that are out there, a lot of them, especially like the mountain houses and stuff, have somewhere between 50 and 100% of your sodium for the day in one meal. So this is quite a bit lower, and so it does, in my opinion, need salt a lot of times. But I'm going to get this going, come back when I've got this ready, and I have a nice IPA that I'm going to go ahead and enjoy with dinner tonight. As I'm cooking dinner, I can't help but just enjoy this view. This is a great sight, a great spot. So I'm going to turn you around and just let you see the view from where I'm sitting. So here it is. It should be done. It says 10 to 12 minutes. I know that in the past it's taken a little bit longer, so I let this one go about 17 minutes, maybe even 18 minutes. And let me stir it up a little bit, get everything kind of mixed up. I've got the salsa packet already in there. So let's take a look at what's in this thing. So I can definitely see some like shredded looking chicken. I'm not sure if that's potato or it could be a little bit of mushroom. This one looks a little it's a little harder to distinguish what all the different stuff in it really is. The beef one was pretty easy. Let's go ahead and give this a try. Just see how it tastes. That one's pretty good. It's got a little bit of a kick, and I'm not sure. I know someone's going to say, well, you shouldn't have added the salsa until you got a good taste of it. You know what? Whatever. I like it. It's got a little bit of kick, and it is probably from the salsa because I don't remember the beef one having much of a kick at all. I got some of the potato in that one. That sweet potato is really good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are sweet potato. I did see a big old chunk of cauliflower in here. I'm trying to dig it out and show you guys what it was I saw, but now I'm having trouble finding it. That's okay. Big old chunk of chicken. See that chunk of chicken right there? Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to crack open this beer, Nice Dogfish Head IPA. This is the blood orange one. Oh yeah, that'll go good with this. So I'm gonna enjoy this. Good morning. It's a chilly morning. It's about 27 degrees right now. You can see there's actually frost or ice on my top quilt. There's there were ice crystals all down the side of the hammock here too. Oh well. So now it's all gonna melt and get wet. Everything on the side of the hammock is kind of wet as well. So I had an interesting night. The underquilt didn't quite work as well as I was hoping. Now, I'm not gonna mention what it is. I'm gonna reach back out to the manufacturer, and we're gonna discuss it and figure out. I believe it is a prototype at this point, so it's time to give some feedback and see if we can do something to help make it a little bit better. But what ended up happening was the suspension wasn't holding quite right, and so I kept getting gaps. And so what I ended up doing was grabbing a spare 50-degree top quilt that I had with me and actually shoving it between this hammock and the underquilt in order to keep me warm. Other thing was, this section of the park can see a lot more of the lake, but also a lot more of the stuff that's across the lake. And there's one spot across the lake that's got a bunch of lights, and so it was bright here pretty much all night long.